It's funny how life turns out in time. You know, we all probably have done something bad or whatever in our lives. Maybe some of you can't admit it as well as others, and maybe some of you are just in thinking that compared to the rest of us, you are sinless souls. And I look back on the few things I can remember, and I was a total terror. I was a fucking nightmare. Like, there's very few people alive and not behind fucking prison bars who have any sort of background close to what I had. I think there's very few, and I think if there is any of us, they're just like me, and we got here by never talking of it. And one thing is, it's kind of logical not to talk about it. But you also learn if you talk about it, no one fucking believes you and shit. But anyways, this really ain't about that. This is about, taking those skills you gain through your wanton destruction and fucking love for chaos. You can take those skills and you just make the decision to turn all that shit around. You make the decision, hey, I don't know what to say, fucking, because anything will sound too outrageous and anything will be too incriminating. I'll tell you, when I get investigated, eyes light up when they hear me fucking say certain things, and it's like, well, I shouldn't have fucking ever said I know anything about that. Fucking, and it's like, yeah, I'm just a faultfully honest person. And you take all those skills and you turn them around. See, it's weird how there's some sort of guidance in this world, and all along I thought I was being guided to like be a total terror. It's like, wow, like once I learned this hand of guidance is there, I don't think it actually shows up till you learn self-control. And so if you've never experienced this hand of guidance, you've never tried to interact with it, and you've never gained self-control, and you've never tested it. Because let me tell you, whatever this hand is that's guiding us, it doesn't like speaking with you. It doesn't want you to know it's there. It wants you to be you and do what you're going to do. And it will play games with you if you start to find it. Like, finding God is not as easy as people say it is. I guarantee you, anyone who has found God either hasn't found him, or they have suffered greatly and played many games and give him many chances to respond. But that hand, I was always like, damn, dude, that hand fucking definitely like raised the terror. And it's like, I was always trying to look at it like, what can I do with my skills? Like, y'all are good at paving roads and installing electric, and I've done stuff. I've dabbled in like everything. It's helped me understand the common man in the working class to at least dabble in their doings, their daily life. And that's what I've taken from it. Not that my job is ever to be part of the lower working class, but that I had to understand where you're at. I had to understand your daily troubles. In order to understand these days, in order to understand back in the day that coal miners were dying from being coal miners, everyone had to die, right? But I understand so much more from learning that. I'm getting off topic here. I understand that you guys are breaking your backs. Literally, you're breaking your knee joints. You're breaking your will. You're busting your balls, and you're barely struggling. In a world where people who barely break a sweat above you are just milking you for every ounce of gold they can get from you. But I've learned from all these skills I've gained. When I used to terrorize this planet, when I used to, terrorize shit around me, I was just learning. I was learning skills that now help me do other things. I could see, back doors and patterns. For instance, computer patterns. I'd find exploits and I'd exploit the shit out of them. And your computer would go off. Back in the 95 day, you ran into me on the internet. If you were in a chat room with me, you had about a 1 in 10 chance that you weren't going to be on the internet for at least 30 more minutes. 1 in 10 chance. Those aren't very good odds, are they? Fucking not for you. But for fun times, it was good shot. It was good odds for me. But I learned these exploits. I learned how to hammer them over and over, and I learned how to move on as one exploit was found and then one exploit was patched. So now I live in this world where I can follow these patterns, and I see them, and I can exploit them, and I can ditch them as needed. And I've turned that into a system of Robin Hoodism. I've said, hey, you know what? You've all provided for me. You've all created me. You've all, as much hell as this fucking life has been, you guys, fucking isolated me. You provided, you helped, you built. I don't have to see you ever. I don't have to know your name to know that someone else laid this blacktop out here. You see this right here? Do you think I built this? You think I built the motor that does that? No, one of y'all built that for me. You think I installed that? No, one of y'all installed that for me. You think I built this canvas cover? You think I sewed that? No, right here. Martinez Landscaping beside me. You think I'm out here fucking laying these rocks, this rock bed for these trees to grow in? Yeah, that's a rock bed. Hopefully there's some soil under that. That's not gonna last too long. But you see that beautifully manicured field out there? See the farmer's field out here? Well, I gotta say that's a pretty shitty looking field. It's time to fucking start acting right, because that field is burnt the fuck up by the sun, and it's only going to get worse. Nature's only going to start destroying you more if you continue to fucking, be a cancer. If you continue to allow the cancers to exist, even if you aren't a cancer, when you allow that cancer to continue to exist on this planet, there's going to be no other option but for the earth to cleanse itself. And we've created this system where it will cleanse itself. You won't stop it. You can team up Black Lives Matter and neo-Nazis all you want, and you will never stop the creation of the people who created this world. You will never stop it. You will not understand it. You don't even understand it. People haven't even begun to understand it. The science cult is like bullshit. I'm telling you, I can't fully bullshit debunk it for you, but they don't even explain to you the cycles I talk about. And I should shut the fuck up about those cycles, because that information's going to the wrong hands. But I talk on it every now and then, because someone's going to be smart enough to see that there's a pattern there. But anyways, I see all this shit I used to do, and these days I've just flipped it over. It's all for good use. It was fun and games as a kid, and to be honest, it was a good use as a kid. I was fucking wrecking this society that was wrecking me and enslaving me, and the society still needs wrecked. Look, COVID, these riots, you think that's the New World Order? You think that's fucking, George Soros? God is fucking smacking the shit out of George Soros, and people be like, pow, like, you're gonna do this. And he's like, oh, that's a good idea, I'm gonna do that. God's in control of all these. God's in control of everyone. They possess you. They possess all of you. And I'm not sure which way it flows. Like, is he possessing people who have weaker fucking mentalities? Is he able to do that more? Because then I should watch out for those people even more. Fucking. But all this shit going on in your life, change it up. Change it up. You see the negatives. You're seeing the negatives in 2020. You're seeing the negatives in the COVID hoax. I don't want to be enslaved and be suffocated by wearing a mask. Oh, fuck no. Oh, I'm getting kicked out of stores for fucking this shit. I mean, because of 0 to fucking 250 miles per hour in like 7 seconds flat, man. That is not good, dude. I'm faster than that. It takes about fucking 2.5 seconds for me to just look up and be like, what? I'm like, I turn into like that fucking Total Recall, you know, when he's got the mask on, when Arnold Schwarzenegger's got the mask on, and they're questioning him. They're like, do you have any fruits or vegetables? And they're like, how long you staying? And he's like, 2 weeks. And like, do you have any fruits or vegetables? And he's like, 2 weeks. And they're like, what? 2 weeks. Man, 2 weeks. And then he starts going crazy and shit, and his head's about to explode, so he's got to get the fuck off because it's a time bomb. That's what I'm like. But, you know, I see the positives in all this shit. USA started this fucking bullshit. War. We gonna go to war, exposes the biggest fucking child pedophile trafficking ring in the world. You know, and they took the blame instead of saying, oh no, this is the Israelis. Everyone shut their fucking mouth. All of them. The FBI, the CIA, fucking, all these We Care groups, Goodwill, all this shit. They're like, just shut up and let it blow over. And it's like, no, dude, don't take the fucking fall for these people. You need to fucking get some fucking balls. You go fucking grow a pair and fucking start calling out what's really going on in this nation, because you're going to be the scapegoat. Look it up. Word comes from the fucking Bible. They invented the fucking word. They know, I know what I'm talking about, because they know what they're talking about, because they're in fucking control of all this shit. So they know what they're talking about. They know what they're saying. They know what they're doing, and you're becoming the scapegoat. Fucking, okay, so took the scapegoatism, then assassinated, then they went into war with Venezuela. And I said, nope, no more wars. No more wars. I'm fucking sick of this shit. No, this country can't afford this. This country can't afford the reputation it has fucking earned. This country, each of you, you know what? You owe some fucking respect to the rest of the world. You know why? Because they're on their fucking knees worshiping you. Everything you say and fucking do. These are your followers. Everyone. Africa, you fucking enslave them. And you fucking control their nation still. And you can go over there and they'll fucking worship you. These fucking Arabs, they fucking come over here and they worship you. They're like, I work for the government. They're like, I love America. Like, the government wouldn't lie to me. Jesus fucking Christ, slave. They worship you. You gotta act fucking better. You gotta fucking, those put in position, look, you worship the Bible. Look in the Bible. It says those put in positions of power will be held to a higher fucking standard. And so you have to hold yourself to a higher fucking standard, because you, as a lowly American citizen, have greater gifts than everyone else in this fucking world. You are in power of these other people. Blacks in America still worship you, Whitey. Are you fucking stupid? Y'all be fucked up if they didn't actually fucking, like, semi-worship you. If they didn't want to be part of the system, shit would be real fucked up. There would be a battle at least that would be remembered. And then they assassinated the Iranian general. You know, I said no war is Venezuela. And they assassinated the Iranian general, which I think was tied into trying to arrest Epstein. And they had all the blackmail. So they said, well, you let Epstein go and you got to kill an Iranian general for us to repent for your sins of arresting Epstein, our blackmailer, who is the reason we can blackmail you into doing this. So then that happened. I was like, oh no, fuck no. This is bullshit, this war. Then COVID breaks out. Then COVID fucking pow has the nation in fucking shock and everything. Fucking everyone in this nation is scared. You guys have never known fear before. I've never fucking seen it in any of your eyes, man. A couple of these Orthodox type people I've confronted. And yeah, fucking sometimes these people get scared when I come around. I don't know why. They must know me from somewhere. And I'd love to know how that is. But that's not the topic here. Fucking no one in this nation is scared. White man ain't scared. Black man ain't scared. White women might lock their doors. White men might lock their doors. Scared someone's gonna break in. Scared someone's gonna grab their purse and run away. But they ain't really fucking scared of shit. They just taking proactive measures and shit. Black people, fucking what are they scared of? Fucking shit. Shit, you have to ask them, right? I'm not one. I get told I'm an honorary black man. But you have to ask them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to discuss other. I got tricked into that trap pre-Trump, and I said a bunch of shit because it was cool, and it was becoming cool and trendy to hate black people again. And there was some cool jokes. I was like, yeah, it's funny as fuck. So I got tricked in that. But I'm not going to fucking discuss black people if I don't have to. You know, it's up to you. If you fear something, then you fucking fear. Fucking, but I don't see it. I don't see it. They're the less fear. Those who are trampled on the most, fucking have nothing to fear. When you at the bottom, there's nothing to fear. You're not going to, like, I'm going to take a big chance here. Fucking, what's going to happen to me? Fucking, I can't go any lower. You got nothing to fear at that point. But no one else feared. And then COVID came out. Now everyone's all fucking scared. And there's no more talk of invading Venezuela. And then it went in the talk of fucking instantly everyone hated the Asians openly. And I've been saying this Asian hate is here. And they just scared to fucking talk about it in open. And it's here. Even the blacks hate the Asians. Fucking the Chinese. Fucking they evil bogeymans. They know how to comb their hair and fucking put on a suit properly. They're a real fucking threat and shit. They are the intellectual threat. Because you can tell, white man, the only thing he come up with to insult them is they eat bats. Motherfucker, you eat cows. If you are what you eat, would you rather be a bat than a cow? Call me fucking, call me Bela Lugosi, but I'd rather be a fucking vampire bat than a fucking cow. But that shit broke out. And they all like the Asian hate. And I'm like, okay, God, like, this shit's not working. This COVID is not working to fucking stop these people from their hate and their wars. What do we do next? And then the riots broke out. Now everyone is fucking either hates whites or they hate blacks. Which is back to the fucking center. But, I got off topic there. Fucking, that's fine, because that makes these videos a little bit longer than they would be if I just put out a minute long point and shit. And fucking, but you don't have to turn this shit into total negatives. Is COVID killing people? I don't know, dude. I don't believe that. There's more people outside now than there's ever been. I said that the first day of COVID hoax shutdown, right? I said that the first day. I was like, damn, there are so many people outside. I was like, thank God for COVID. Now all these people outside, they ain't going to work. Y'all ain't being slaves no more. There's so many of you without jobs, and you're like, I need a job. It's like, slow your roll, slave. Slow your roll, slave. You don't need a job as bad as they're telling you. You need a job. Trust me. And then everyone was outside, and there was girlfriends walking with their boyfriends. There was mothers and fathers hanging out with their children. And I ain't even a family person, right? I mean, I'd love to have a lover and partner. Like, fuck this world if I can't have that. Seriously, I will turn to fuck this world if I don't get that. But and a female too. Stop sending me fucking mails. I'm sick of that fucking trick. I can only guess who's behind that one. But I look at it, I was like, damn, this COVID's great. What are they doing? And I was like, damn, this 5G mind control is like improving society. This COVID hoax is improving our society. It's making people better. And then they turn to fucking enslaving people and forcing them to wear masks. Shutting things down early. It's like, some of us, like me, maybe I got to go do something at 12 at night. Maybe I want to go do something at 2 in the morning. Maybe I've been busy all day fucking off or trying to do something or trying to find peace within myself so I can move forward in the day and not be like everyone else with their shitty fucking 24/7 hate, kill, fucking rob, me attitude. Like the night is great because this COVID shit, this isolation, I love it. I mean, I don't, but I do because it gives you time. It gives you time to think. And then at night, so much more shit is that going on, even though it's so much less shit. Because so much more shit is going on in the world, in the universe, that you can see. If you get far enough out there in the country and there's no lights for like a mile, you see all sorts of shit in the sky. I can see shit in the sky that telescopes fucking and science aren't even showing us. I guess I've just got really good vision. But the nighttime, man, we can't shut that down. We went in, it was the greatest thing. Some of y'all aren't old enough to remember, but we had, what was it, Big Bear. Was it Big Bear who first made like the 24/7 stores? There was like a bigger Big Bear, wasn't there? There's like a Big Bear Plus. And they had like, was they the first ones around here? They had the later hours. And I was like, this is going to be good. And I was like a little child then, but I was like, this is going to be good. And then there's Meijer opened up over here. And Meijer's for 24 hours. And I was like, oh, now we're talking. And like for a long time, Meijer's was the only place. And I spent a lot of my life at Meijer's, just like walking around learning everything in the store. Like I got to question everything. Like, what is this tool? What is this electrical component they're selling? What is that? What is this? What is that? I got to know everything. Got to know everything about everything. And now all that shit shuts down. It's like, that's not improvement. This isolation, people can't hug each other, people can't touch each other. That's not improving. You're not improving. You're doing stupid shit. You're isolating. Everything's going online, all these events, all these bars and shit. All these gatherings. Make fun of y'all all the time for going to bars, wasting your life at bars, make fun of barflies and shit. That's your right. That's your God-given right to do whatever you want. I've been hanging out at bars and clubs, mostly like underground shit, because I mean, that's just me. Like, I go to the top. You know, like I only like really interesting things. I'm only attracted to like really interesting things. Like I want to wear some velvet shit. Like my body rejects fake metals, so I gotta wear like rare metals and shit. Silver and I guess titanium and stainless steel is now as expensive as silver, but that's a mind fucking game to waste your money on that stuff. But my body will reject fucking normal basic metals. Sucks because some of this shit's really cool, and it's real expensive for the other stuff. Fucking, it's just me. You know, I'm going out to the club, going out to underground clubs, going out to the club that doesn't have a name, the club that's the top people in the club just hanging out. And it ain't got a name. It ain't called a club. It's called like the after party or the after party. It ain't even really got that name. I'm just giving it to it. It's just people hanging out. You know, I'm still going out here the last year learning that so I can learn social interaction. Like never do anything for one reason, but mostly I wanted to learn social interaction because I'm piss poor with that shit. I never had those experiences. I was isolated by society. I was told, you know, by schools, like, oh no, don't hang out with other kids. You're too smart to hang out with them. You know, you gotta come over here and read some books. You're more advanced. Don't hang out with other kids. Here, we set you over here. So, you know, I don't have fucking social interaction. So if I ever go off on you for some bullshit, you see me do that, I'm sure everyone's seen that. And then I ain't making excuses. I'm just telling you, I don't understand that shit. Just like you don't understand how to pick up a fucking guitar and play it how I do. And you don't understand how to pick up drums and play it how I do. You don't understand technology how I do. You don't fucking understand these patterns, these cycles how I do. You might not be able to fucking, you probably can't name fucking all the people I can who actually control this world like I can. You probably can't name it. And you definitely can't name every fucking position, right? Fucking, because we got different shit. So I've been going out to these clubs to learn, to interact with people and fucking bad, like I keep getting told, bad place to try to net someone like me, because people like me don't go to places like that. Net a female like me. But, you know, I went out there to fucking learn, to associate, to hang out with, to learn the ways of the people. Because that's what that's also what matters. I mean, so many reasons. Never do anything for less than 7 reasons. And it doesn't matter what you think. You want to do something for one reason? Tough shit, dude. There's going to be like 7,000 consequences in the universe to your one decision. Like me deciding to sit here and make this video. A lot of times, you know what happens? I miss a meal. I miss a shower. I miss some sleep. You know. Count. We'll count up 7 real fast. What happens? Like I said, I make way more videos than I upload. I mean, life moves on without me. Fucking, I've only got one answer for how most of these other channels upload these high production videos, and they're one person doing some shit. I only got one answer. Either I guess two choices. Either that's all they do in their life, which I'm doubting that. Because you can't get the research if you're busy learning the production and doing the production. Production takes a lot of time. A lot of time. Especially if you don't understand technology. It still takes a lot of time if you understand technology and can build supercomputers like I have. Fucking... It still takes time. Even with the fastest computers, it still takes a lot of time. But, you know, I think most of those people aren't solo, like they say. I think those are other things. Can't fully explain. But generally, they're deceptions, right? There's some sort of deception woven in a lot of those other the truth movement. Fucking no one believes that shit except for truthers themselves, because they don't want to be like, oh, I was wrong one day in my life. Fucking. But anyway, so I was going to bars to learn that shit, and that's okay if you go to bars. You know, I mean, make fun of people for watching TV, whatever. We always make fun of people who do shit we used to do. Do shit that we don't do. Everyone does that, right? Because we're so much better than everyone else, right? I'm better than you. You're better than me. Fucking yada, yada, yada. I used to do all that shit, too. I used to fucking watch TV all the time. I seen everything on TV. I got old. I read every book I could get my hands on, and then I watched like every movie I could get my hands on. And then I realized it's all just the same shit over and over, and there's some sort of pattern here I'm not seeing. Or I am seeing, and I'm not understanding. And I've seen that with video games too. It's just like, wait a minute. Vampire radio cast, vampire theater, vampire book, vampire TV show, vampire internet stream, vampire video game, same shit over and over. Thousands of years. But, shutting that shit down is not good. We're looking at all this like it's a bad thing. Like, some make the argument that this is God's natural elimination of people. And I do believe this. The cycle of death exists. Well, you know what? That's another discussion, because I don't believe in the cycle of death anymore. You understand? Belief is a powerful tool that's used against you. I don't believe in it. I've raised plants. I've watched them die. I've chopped them down, smoked them up, or used the herbs as needed, spiced up the pizza, spiced up the pasta. Whatever. I've watched that cycle, but kind of don't believe in it. But the death shit, some people argue that's going to happen naturally. Let it happen. It's like, whatever's going on, this is part of the more intricate plan. People ask, why does God allow babies to die? Shit like that. Stupid little nuance questions like that. And there could be all sorts of reasons. There could be people like, that person was really good, they died. Like, well, you're judging someone. You know what? When you say someone's good, you're judging them. Like, when you say someone's evil and bad, you're judging them, right? So when you say they're good, you're judging them. You're judging them just the same. You've taken that into your own hands. And who's to say, the Bible, if you guys believe in that, the Bible says the good people are going to die in these times, because the rest of us get to suffer. The rest of us get to watch the show as it unfolds and collapses upon us.